know what this is. It's the Ish We Talk. Let's go!
I'm talking about as soon as I seen one, boom, Unveil the Real came on. Shout out to Unveil the Real. Hey man, get your
Yes.
edibles popping, get your Hennessy popping. You already know what is about to go down. Hey, everybody else, ladies and gentlemen, children, babies, dogs and cats, um, trans and cis, my people.
Yes.
I want to welcome y'all to the Ish That We Talk. I am Lily. I am the host of this show. Uh, well, at least I try to be the host of this show. Sometimes I just go totally off, but I'm still the host. But I with the lady that pushes all the bells and whistles, the do all be all, the creme de la creme, the top shelf homie. Uh, if you don't know who I'm talking about, I am talking about the co-host of this show. Everybody give a round of applause for Lindsay.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
All day, all day. No, I'm not Rambo style. I don't even know what Rambo style means, but I don't think I'm Rambo
You
style
just,
yet. But I
you
mean, I
just
can go there.
free ball.
Yeah,
Not
I
free ball.
definitely
Oh
free
Lord.
ball.
Not, not free ball, but you just freestyling it.
Oh yeah, it's
Going
definitely like
rogue.
off the top.
Yeah, going rogue or something like that. Yeah.
All right, so let's get the pleasantries out the way. So I can give you this fire ish we got today. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Shout out to my yeah, I'm always in the woods handling business,
Yeah.
man. I love being outside, man. I'm one of them. Summertime, I'm outside, but I'm not outside, but I'm
Right,
outside.
right.
Uh, but yes, my Twitch people, man, listen, I really rocks with y'all. So keep on doing what y'all doing on Twitch, man. I really fucks with you. But anyway, back to the basics. What's the deal, Lindsay? What's going on with your health, with your wealth? How is it been?
It's been cool over here. Everything copacetic. How's it over there?
Man, still taking care of this fermented semen that has happened to dwell in my household now.
Lord, okay.
If you want me to call it a baby, I mean I can, but it is so many other things I can call myself.
How about my son?
I
My
mean,
son always works.
yeah, but ain't that what everybody says?
Mm, um, sure.
I'm just saying, like, when have you ever
But
been
there's
in a
nothing wrong with
conversation when they was like, "Hey, I want you to meet my fermented semen right here. He goes by the name of such and such." Nobody.
it.
I say that, and I'm gonna always say that.
I mean, I get that's where it comes from, but I don't want to think about that when I'm meeting a kid.
I don't know why you don't. I every time kids,
I
I'll be
don't.
like, yep. You just you just let that nut marinate for 350 for 9 months.
I don't think about that at all. I mean, I get that it's true, but no, I don't think about it.
Mm. Tomato, tomato.
I guess so. Yeah, but nonetheless, happy he's here.
Oh man, elated.
Yeah. So, ready to get into these topics?
Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Well, first, we do want to send our condolences out to the family of Magoo from Timberland and Magoo. Um, He is, for anybody who doesn't know who I'm talking about, he is a rapper who was with the duo Timberland and Magoo. He was also part of the Basement Crew, the Super Friends, whatever title you normally associate with the group. But that was um, the group that consisted of Aaliyah, Genuine, Missy Elliott, Timberland, Playa, and Magoo.
And Tweet. Don't forget
Um,
Tweet.
Tweet was a part of it.
Tweet was a part of the Super Friends.
Oh, okay.
I think
I just
so.
thought she
Let me
was
not
signed to
lie.
Missy.
But I thought she was. I thought she was a part of that.
I just thought she was a signed to Missy. I didn't know,
Yeah, that
but
could be true.
yeah. But yeah, but they started out as being signed to Devontae Swing, and then that ended. And boy, I have heard nothing but horrible things during that time that they was signed to Devontae Swing.
Man, yeah, but you got to think. Devontae was young. He was really just putting things together and trying to be. He was trying to be great. He just didn't have the a good backing, but he did sign great artists. Not only did he sign great artists,
Mhm.
Devontae, he had an ear for great artists. I mean,
That's true.
if you think
I
about it, without
definitely.
Devontae, we wouldn't have a beat maker in Timberland or Missy Elliott, nor would we have the greatness of Missy Elliott. Um, so you gotta give it to it, and shout out to Tank in the background. Tank 7 degrees of separation. Man, Tank was a part of a lot of that. He was a background singer for
Mhm.
all of them for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear him on a lot of songs doing background. Like he's one of the goats when it comes to that, like writing, background singing, all that. Um, but I mean, I get what you're saying as far as Devontae. Um, he definitely had an ear for great talent. Um, and I'm sure they talk about how that time together, help curate their craft. However, and I get that you're saying, he was young, trying to put things together and stuff like that. However, not feeding them has nothing to do with him being young, trying to put things together.
Hey man,
I mean,
Puff Daddy
yeah,
made niggas walk through Brooklyn for cheesecake, man. Devontae
but
just made
they were fed.
15 meals.
They were fed though. They were fed. So, but see, neither here nor there. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it ain't about the Devontae Swang. It ain't about him.
no, it ain't about him. It's about Magoo. Magoo went to school with Missy and Timberland and Pharrell back in the day. Um, and I know like within the recent years he had a falling out with Timberland. I hope they were able to reconcile. Um, but they have put up tributes to him, like several of them have, like Genuine, Missy, uh I want to say Timberland has too, but I'm Black from Playa, he has as well. I think he was the first one that put it up. And
Mm.
then when he passed, he trended number one on Twitter, and he was trending for like a couple of days too. So yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Magoo. So,
Rest in peace.
he's on my favorite Missy Elliott song. So
He is on
beat
your
me
favorite Missy
911.
Elliott song.
Mm-hmm. I love that freaking song. So, and it's so crazy because like a lot of people used to clown him, but we loved him when he was out, and then he stopped rapping altogether. So,
Let's.
but
I mean, rest in peace to Magoo, but let's not say we.
who? Why?
Okay. Again, God rest the dead. God bless the dead. I don't have no ill will towards Magoo as a man, as a father, whatever he is, a son, a nephew, a uncle, whatever. He found me a phenomenal guy. Lyricism, though, was not his strong suit. Not for me.
Well, we didn't go to Magoo for lyrics. No, he was not giving us thought provoking. I'm gonna think about it 10 years from now and still be kerfuffled type of lyrics. No, he wasn't giving us that. However, he was giving us um memorable lyrics.
Can you name me? And I don't want two lines. Can you name me a actual bar from Magoo?
Yes.
Hmm.
Dip and die, staying alive. Hey.
Again, I said I don't want two bars.
Okay. The bird, bird, bird. The bird's the word. The bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. The bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen, we lost somebody who was a part of a great team. You know who also was a part of a great team? Judas. Don't nobody give a fuck. Listen, I'm
It
uh
ain't good,
all I'm
Sam.
saying is, and I'm not saying he was, I ain't saying he a backstabber or anything. But I'm not gonna get on here and act like I was a fan of Magoo. Now, listen, I'm not no hater. I you know what I'm saying. That man
Yeah, I
has
didn't. I
featured
don't
on
know.
a lot of things, and hopefully he got well compensated for getting on the songs that he got on, spitting what he was spitting.
Hmm.
And that's where it stops. I can't. I know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna downplay him because it is rappers that are shittier than Magoo. Like
I
just
didn't think he was. That's the killer part. Like I'm not saying this because he's passed, but I never was the person that thought he was shitty. I was the person that was confused because everybody was bopping to the songs and singing his lyrics, and then all of a sudden there was this hate train, and I was confused.
I don't know because I wasn't in that genre. I was in the genre of me. I always wanted to be an MC, so he never was my cup of tea.
But you mean to tell me that you weren't bobbing to Up Jumps the Boogie?
Um, Up jumps the boogie, boogie jump. We gon' show you how we party. Give it up. We gon' show you how we song. Yes, yes, yes. The song, yes. His verse, no.
And then love to love you. Love to love you, love you, love you.
What is it? I beans and venom around the things and no, nigga, no.
So you mean to tell me as soon as Magoo started rapping, you like turn that shit off?
I wasn't, but because the song was a bop. Now his verse, I mean, it fit
Yeah,
because of the style that, know what I'm saying, that Timberland had. So it fit,
yeah,
you
absolutely.
know.
I'm not sitting up here. I'm not sitting here trying to cape for the dude. Like I get why people had their issues with his lyrics, but like you just said, it fit. It
It
fit.
fit.
It made the song whole.
I give you that. I give you that. I
Yeah.
mean, but it's just one of those. I can't put him in the category of the MC for me is because I just can't remember a bar from Magoo. Now, and
You
because
remember bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word.
that's not a bar.
It's a piece of a bar.
Yeah, that's not a bar. I mean, and because it's things I remember from Silk the Shocker, and everybody knows since high school I've never liked Silk the Shocker, and I can still rap a Silk the Shocker song. So at least he had that much credibility to me that it's bars that I know from Silk. It's not a bar that I know from Magoo, and you know that's not a downplay to where he was at. He just wasn't my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I'm pretty sure you know back in the day when when Missy and Timberland was crushing it, I'm pretty sure it was a bunch of people that was mimicking Magoo. Like I'm not gonna get it twisted, be a hater on
Mm-hmm.
that. I'm pretty sure when because he was a part of that wave, and part of that wave, if you wasn't making beats like Timberland and Missy, you were rapping, and so yeah, you probably was catching, you know what I'm saying, the vibes from Magoo. I just was.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna say it wasn't an influence. Shit, Silk the Shocker was an influence on people.
Yeah. And that's another person that I'm just like I'm confused. I'm so confused because we absolutely loved Silk the Shocker. Now all of a sudden he's a trash ass rapper, and I'm like, I don't remember anybody saying that back in the
You
day
should
when we
really,
were
yeah.
bobbing.
Well, I was one of those way in the day.
Yeah, yeah, you were definitely on the island.
Yeah, I was by myself. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I don't know this new age shit. Now y'all saying this shitty. Y'all was on Silk's dick. The nigga was making movies and everything.
right. Like, but I've always said the boy can't act. Now I did say that, but he had a whole movie like where he was the lead, and people was eating that shit up. But as far as him being a rapper, yeah, I was, I was a fan. I am a fan. I'm a fan of his old shit. Give me the old shit any day. I have no problem with bumping that shit.
I would have to
So
be on some shrooms. I have to be. I have a joint, and I'll be surprised. I will say something bar for bar. I've been in that situation where I've rapped a Silk verse bar for bar and stopped myself like, what? How the fuck do you still know?
Uh, so my cousin Courtney, she's watching. Hey Courtney, and she got laughing emojis up. And shout out to Courtney because me and her both supposed to be at our family reunion picnic right now, and yeah, we're not there.
Wow, you know what? I have no words. I have no words for that.
She says, "Hey."
You know what? I do got words for that. Um, uh, uh,
She said,
shit.
"And not."
I was gonna. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to find a, Magoo verse. uh,
Oh, that's funny.
my sex drive work all night like a Jim Kim. I don't know, nigga. That's
Yeah,
here we
that's one.
go. Here we go. Boom.
Right, right. Dipping, dive, staying alive. That was my favorite part. But anyway,
Man,
so rest in peace to Magoo. So next up, so we have the Trump indictment. So Georgia, Fulton County to be exact. Fulton County is Atlanta, and the DA down there who indicted Young Thug has brought up charges on the former president and the presidential candidate currently, Donald Trump. And 18 other people as well in regards to the 2020 election. They are wanting him to turn himself in by the 26th. And I believe this brings his indictment count up to over 70. I could be wrong about that number, but I believe it's up there.
Well, he got 4 indictment charges. I think he got
Or
up to
it the
he
charges
got
altogether.
yeah, he got like 86 like um convictions or some shit. It's just all
Well,
it's
no,
all
he
jumbled up.
hasn't been convicted yet.
I mean, not convicted, but like he has
Yeah.
86 like charges. But
Okay.
I don't know how that shit works. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay. So Unveil the Real podcast says sometimes when I'm on my shrooms, I pay more attention to the lyrics. I can see that. I could
I
definitely see
did.
that.
I mean, that's how I end up knowing
That makes
whole
sense
Silk
to
songs,
me.
and I'd be like, what? I had to stop myself, like nigga.
Mhm. So Courtney says, I'm just confused. If this was a black man, he would have been under the jail, not walking the street and being asked to turn himself in. Um, I don't think necessarily that has to do with race. I think that has to do with who the person is. Because we are still talking about a president nonetheless, even though he was a shitty ass president. So I feel
Hmm.
like if it was any other president, black, white, or in between, they would have asked him to turn himself in. And
Yeah.
then with it not being a violent crime as well, I think that has something to do with it as well. And with him not living in Georgia. So
All I got to say is, my president is orange, my bomb pop is too, and I be goddamn if he go to jail, fool.
right. So Courtney says so it deals with status. Yeah, status can be part of it. And and then with him not being in Georgia, him not having it not being a violent crime. But yeah. And she said, okay, I understand that. So yeah. Um, but if we're talking about race, I think the charges would probably be way worse if it was Obama, that pulled some shenanigans like he did. But I think that if they would have had anything close to actually being able to get a impeachment to convict him, he would have definitely been convicted. But they didn't have nothing close to even try to impeach him. So
I'm
um
I
we
I
have
just I want him to have this to string this along with his lawyers as long as possible, and then when he becomes president again, I just want him to go ahead and pardon himself,
yeah. So
so
we
we
have
just know how crooked this motherfucker is.
yeah. So we have mental agility who's watching, and they say, "Help me out. How was he a shitty ass president?"
Because he's a shitty ass person. I mean, we're not gonna do that. And I'm not gonna get into politics or nothing with nobody. But what I will say is this: we all know the type of caliber of a person that he is during his presidency. Now, I'm gonna always jump on this, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. Um, we're not gonna act like black people wouldn't rocking with Trump, even after he got to them niggas in New York. Niggas was making rap songs. Motherfuckers been riding on Trump like that, and then we found out he was just a shitty individual. Um, and then niggas start turning their back, and it's so funny because my thing about it is, y'all turn y'all back on Trump, but y'all won't turn y'all back on R. Kelly. But that's a whole nother
Yeah.
situation.
Well, then there's that. Yeah. So he also said, especially compared to Sleepy Joe, and then let's talk about his policies. Well, I feel
Let's
like
not.
I feel, but yeah, because we're not going down the politics road, but I feel like the type of person you are has, I mean, that's part of being a president. Like you should at least be a decent person in public, at least. But he showed his ass in public. He showed his ass overseas at the Ewing. Like he was okay with showing his ass and being an asshole. But yeah, but then he said, let's talk about the $10 billion grant he promised to HBCUs, and now Biden cut them down significantly.
Mental agility. I don't know if you thought that we were that type of podcast that goes into detail on politics. We're not. We're not that type of podcast. We just call people out on their shit. And as we just did, and I'll continue to say, yeah, we found out he was just a shitty individual. Say like so. Case in point, I'm not gonna talk about the HBUs, $10 billion, none of that. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just in general speak. And check this out, bro. What if your grandmother's house had flooded and let's see, not some not her landlord or if she has her, let's just say her insurance guy like Jake from Allstate. Say he just drove to her, started slinging motherfucking paper towels at her instead of telling her what he was gonna do to rectify that situation. Let's just do that. Would that be cool with you? Would you say, oh man, that's just Jake being Jake? What about the other people that got their policies taken care of? And I'll just end it at that. And I'm not a politician, and I don't like talking politics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just brought it up because it's what's going on. The former president and candidate has been indicted yet again. That's what we're talking about. That's what we know. It wasn't about going into his policies for his presidency when he was in office. So we're just gonna leave it at that. But thanks for watching. Thanks for being engaged. We appreciate it.
All day, all day.
Yeah. So next up is so next up is what's how do you say his name? Michael Orr? Orr?
Uh, Excuse me. Let me make sure I
Orr?
say this.
I don't want to say his name wrong. I don't want to be a shitty person to say his name
Right.
wrong.
Let me say his name right. Michael Oher.
Or that is a different way to say or. Okay. So Michael Orr is a I think he's retired now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a retired NFL player, and he played for Ole Miss as well, but we know him and we know his name mainly from the movie The Blind Side, which was a critically acclaimed movie. Sandra Bullock played in the movie, played the lead role, and she got an Oscar for her role. Well, he's in the news lately because his adoptive, in quotation marks, his adoptive family has he's found out that he wasn't adopted and that they have had him under a conservatorship since he was 18. Not only that, but they also been taking his money and did not pay him anything for the blind side for his story. So the blind side made a whole lot of money. It was a book first and then it was a movie. So he never got paid anything. And yeah, he's just finding this out this year. Excuse me. And not only was he not getting paid, but the adoptive quote unquote parents, along with their two biological kids, still are making money off of the blind. Excuse me, still are making money off of the blind side to this day. And I want to say the blind side came out in what, 2009? The movie came out in like 2009 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What he found out basically was that um when he was 18, which in some states you can actually get uh adopted after you're an adult. However, Mississippi or were they from Mississippi? I can't remember. Whatever state they were in, they that's not the case. That's not the law. You can't adopt somebody after they're grown. Oh no, they were in Tennessee. They were in Tennessee. So what he wanted to do, because he was a big football star in high school. What he wanted to do was he wanted to go to Ole Miss, and the I think their name was the Tuohys. I think that's how you pronounce it, or Tohi Tuohys. So Mr. Tui, he was an alumni of Ole Miss, and this is according to the Tuohys. He, because of him being an alumni, he qualified to be a booster. So with him qualifying to be a booster, and with them taking care of Michael, they've been taking care of him for like a year, I think, at this point. So it was going to look like they were going to be violating NCAA rules if he went to Ole Miss. So he was like, well, if we adopt you, then we'll be able to get around that rule. Well, they can't adopt him because he's 18. So now they said the only way they can get around that rule is for them to do a conservatorship. So that's what they were supposed to have done. Or no, that's what they actually done rather. But Michael is claiming that he didn't know it was a conservatorship. He thought it was a he thought it was an adoption. So on in the paperwork of the conservatorship, it does list Michael as being of sound mind and body with no disabilities. It also says that it was supposed to end at 25. He's now 37, I want to say, and it's still in effect. So if it was supposed to end at 25, why is it still going on? Another thing was that there was a family friend who was a lawyer. The family friend that's the lawyer um, represented the Tuohys and Michael in the conservatorship. That's a conflict of interest right there.
Yes, a big
Then,
conflict.
right. Then when it came to the paperwork for the blind side, Michael's lawyer, they gave Michael his own lawyer, which was the same lawyer for the conservatorship, but the rest of the family got a different lawyer. So that brought up another red flag as well. Because why is it, you know, why does he have a different lawyer than everybody else? That's the same lawyer from the conservatorship. So y'all are purposely keeping this man in the dark at this time.
Mm-hmm.
And he never got any money from the blind side. Um, and then from what we were saying, you told me something new, that they have been listed as part of his employees, if you
Yeah,
will,
they
as
he's been paying these people. Well, I anymore, but while he was in the, these people were getting money.
yeah, yeah. So they've been getting money from the blind side this whole time, and then along with getting money out of his payroll. So yeah, um, this is really fucked up, and I've watched other people talk about it, and they've had the same thoughts that I did, and it sucks because you really don't want to go there, but you kind of got to go there. It makes you not want to fully trust white people in situations like this. Like you have to side eye their intentions. Like, why are y'all helping out a black kid? Why are y'all adopting a black kid? Why are y'all doing it? Like, I mean, it sucks. It sucks, but it does put that in your head. You know what I mean? Um, what are your thoughts about all this?
Well, my biggest thought about it is, and y'all know me on this show, so I'm gonna just be me. This a cautionary to you, gentlemen, that you just can't be big and black. You also got to have some brains to you. This big black dumb some bitch.
Oh, that's another thing. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's another
Mhm.
thing. The movie portrayed him as a big, dumb, black son of a bitch.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, but in all actuality, he was the opposite. And that's the part that sucks about that.
Well, in reality, it shows that he's still a big black dumb son of a bitch because this whole time, like nigga, you were out of the NFL. You were the only reason. The only reason I say, shout out to Black Twitter. I'm agreeing with Black Twitter. This is how the story went. These white people was taking money from him, and then he ended up getting with a black woman, and she started reading his books. You got all those book smarts, and you were just plumb fucking dumb.
Yeah, he was blindly trusting.
Plumb fucking dumb. Because I can
I'm
trust
trying
my
to be nice.
mama. I love my mama. I trust my mama to the
Yeah.
fullest. I know my mama ain't gonna fuck me. But you know what I'm also gonna do is read a
Mm-hmm.
contract or have somebody I know read a contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's you as a 40-year-old man saying that. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. That is true. And me as a
You know,
as a as a 25-year-old man that's looking at my checks, because I mean, if I'm as smart as I think I am, I knew this conservative shit ended at 25. So I'd have been looking at my
but that's the
checks.
thing. But that's the thing. He didn't know he was on a conservatorship until this year.
I still would have been looking at my checks like, why is so much getting taken out? Like
Yeah.
nigga, you just have to think about that. Like how the NFL works is they pay you big ass checks the whole season, and then it stops. They don't pay you no more. Start looking,
Mm-hmm.
if you know you signed a $5.5 million deal, you talk to a lawyer, they say, okay, after taxes, you're gonna end up with $3.2 million. Start looking at them fuck. I'ma notice
Yeah.
that I ain't a millionaire yet. And I'm supposed to at least be
Yeah.
a millionaire by now.
Right, right, right. Like I just feel like he was very trusting because like from what I understand, his upbringing was horrible. He was in the foster care. They ended up losing him in the foster care. Um, he didn't really have that great of a relationship with his mom, and then, I mean, she had her issues or whatever. But like I said, he ended up in foster care, and he was like moved all around to the point where he just was out on his own and whatnot. So I can see why one would be an impressionable person when these people who are well off, and ain't like they was hurting for money or anything like that, but they took a liking to you and they cared about you, and at least from what it was perceived, they was helping you out, all this type of stuff. They took you in, You know what I'm saying? It looked like they had your best interest at heart, and it looked like they was trying to get help you get your affairs in order so that you can become this great NFL player. So I can see an impressionable kid who hadn't had the best situations happen to him come into a situation, and then all of a sudden these people who are perceived to be great people are helping me out. So I can definitely see why um one will kind of get in a trick bag like that. So it
I
just
mean,
sucks that they really took advantage of him like big time.
yeah,
So
that's the whole thing in a nutshell for me is they took
yeah.
advantage of him. They took advantage of him, and they took advantage of him because of his situation, like how you broke down the situation. Still though, for me, and this is just my opinion, I feel like again you a dumb. Um, and I ain't saying you dumb like that, like you know what I'm saying. You just an idiot. No, you just a dumb son of a bitch when it comes to trusting people. Because for me, honestly, I believe that you knew a lot of things that were going on, but you thought you were doing it for your parents, your adoptive parents, and now come to find out you're in a conservative shit. Oh, fuck them white people. You should have been on some shit like that a minute ago when you was realizing your checks wasn't always your checks. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't give a fuck how dumb a nigga look. Every nigga know how to count money. You've been counting money since third grade. So, nigga, you knew what was up. You just let it ride because that was your mama, that was your daddy, quote unquote. And then you realize now the shit ain't your mom, ain't your but that they was white people that was getting over. So now you got a thorn in your side.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's really a an unfortunate situation. Listen, it's really a unfortunate situation, you know what I'm saying, for him to be taken advantage of like that and for it to go on this long. But um hopefully they can get to a resolution, you know. And then as as much as people campaign to get Brittany off of that conservatorship, we need to campaign to get Michael out of that conservatorship too. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
yeah, just get him. I mean, the damage is done. At this point, Mike, you shouldn't even want no money from them people. You just want to be done with them.
Yeah. And then that's another thing because, like, he went to them and said that they needed to give him X amount of money. They refused. And then they said that they was going to put X amount of money into a trust for his son. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Like, no, that's not, uh, that's not a good counter.
To put my son back in a trick bag where
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, his and your motherfucking daughter can be living off that trust until my son actually goes into the paperwork and realize he's getting fucked too. Like no, 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 no.
Yeah. Yeah. You just need to pay that man. Like, and they need to come up with some type of resolution for him to start getting money from the blind side as well. Now, another thing is that people are coming for Sandra Bullock and asking for her to give back her Oscar. What are your thoughts about that?
Um, my thoughts about that is fuck y'all. And if I was Sandra Bullock, I'd be like, fuck y'all. Listen, Sandra Bullock has nothing to do with these weird ass white folks.
Like legit
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. She played a role. Now, if it was one of those in the situation with Leonardo DiCaprio when he started that movie and he realized that that movie came from people from the guy, the producer of the movie was actually stealing a whole country's money to produce the film. And Leonardo DiCaprio gave not only gave the check back, but the nigga gave him like real famous painting, and he gave that back. You know, that's a that I if I was Sandra Bullock, I would do shit like that. If like these people, if these people was producing it, I get them people back their money. Hey, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Cut that check to Michael Orr, and let's go about it. I do that just on good faith. But I'm not
Mm-hmm.
giving back my Oscar. Bitch, I did a damn good job being this fucking crazy ass stealing white phenomenal job. I'm not giving my Oscar back.
Mm. Yeah, I wouldn't give the Oscar back either. I mean, people get Oscars for fake stories all the time, and the story was just pretty much Disney. So yeah, and Sandra Bullock. I mean, what would y'all have wanted her to do, especially if Michael didn't find out till 2023? What would y'all have wanted her to do back then when she signed on to do the movie? You know what I mean? Um, I was about to I was about to look up who was the producers for The Blind Side, and on my Google page, I saw a couple of new updates about it. One of them being that the Toei family is trying to file a motion to end the conservatorship, and Sandra Bullock finally revealed her position on the controversy. So let me see what they're saying. This is on. She says she's heartbroken. Let me see. It's a story all Rebels fans are very familiar with now. That story and her life are tainted, and Bullock herself is heartbroken. It says Sandra is putting up a strong face and a strong front, as it has been a rough patch for her emotionally with the loss of Brian, which was her partner. He just died recently to ALS. And now she is heartbroken in a different way with all the fallout from the Michael Orr news. So yeah,
Man,
she
let
hates.
Sandra Bullock
Yeah,
be just leave her alone.
right. Let her mourn. She's still in mourning, and like I said, like what was it that y'all wanted her to do when the movie came to her? Was she supposed to do her own betting? Like that's not her job, you know. Let me see the one. Let me see if they were even producers on the film. Uh, no. Okay, so wow. And this movie made a lot. Like the budget was 29 million. It made 309 million.
Mm,
And the Toys are not producers on the film. So they probably just got um money for the story.
yeah,
And they probably worked it in there to get like residuals. Uh
yeah, they definitely getting back end money.
yeah, yeah. And they probably did that with the book too. Because they didn't write the book. They gave their rights over. So yeah. Um yeah, but they most definitely are trash for giving this facade, and taking advantage of that boy, And they
They're
were
doing it.
everywhere. Like that was a
They're
big
doing
deal. They
exactly
saw
what their
Oprah.
ancestors wanted them to do.
Yeah, yeah. So
They slaved him out. They slaved him the fuck out. That's what they did.
they really did. They really did. They really did. It's modern day. So that really sucks. But hopefully, hopefully they'll come to a resolution that Michael can live with and live and be okay with. So next up in weird ass shit news. So Taryn Manning is an actress, and a lot of people know her from Orange Is the New Black. I know her from the one scene, maybe two, I can't remember, one or two scenes from 8 Mile. Um, because she was Rabbit's ex girlfriend, and then she also was in Hustle and Flow. She was the white
Mhm.
prostitute in Hustle and Flow. Why did I just put that together like 2 days ago? This whole time.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah, I yeah. Anyway, yeah, she was the white girl from the white prostitute from Hustle and Flow. She also more recently was in the movie Karen. Did you
Yep.
ever see Karen?
I
Yeah,
did see Karen.
yeah. So she was Karen in Karen.
Karen,
Um,
Karen should have went straight to Tubi.
well, it didn't go to the theaters
I don't know
because
where
it
it
was
went, but
a BT film.
it should have went straight to.
Well, I mean, BET films ain't that much of a step above Tubi, so anyway,
You got a point.
she yeah. So she took to social media this past week and wanted the world to know what's been going on in her world lately. And boy did it go viral. Basically what Miss Manning informed us was that she was sleeping with a married man. More specifically, she licks his butthole. And she wanted to buy him a boat. She was actually going en route. She was actually en route at one point, and she stopped the car to tell us all of this. But she was en route to go buy the man a boat, had the cash for the deposit in hand and everything. However, the man's wife wanted to threaten her. So she basically told her, "You're not going to threaten me, sis. We're not doing that." Um, but her appearance, even though you could tell the interior of the car was a pretty expensive car, her personal appearance did not look like she could afford anybody's boat, let alone a married man's boat. But I digress. Um, the whole video was weird to me personally, but it was extremely entertaining. I did share it to a few people, and they did get a kick out of it. What were your thoughts?
Um, First and foremost, listen. If your wife stops your side piece from buying you a boat, you divorce your wife. What the fuck is wrong with you? You divorce your fucking wife.
Right.
If
I
there was
didn't
ever, if there was
get
a,
that
ever
part
a straw,
either.
if it was ever a straw that broke the camel's back, bitch, that was the one.
I didn't get that part either. I was like, wait, the wife stopped this from occurring? You should have let that ride until after the ink was dry and the money exchanged hands.
I'm like,
Girl.
listen, I am divorced. I'm not bullshitting. It will be, you just let me lose a boat. So apparently, it will be cheaper to just go on, just to leave you. It would be cheaper for it. It would literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
fuck.
Like I'm like the damage is already done. You might as well let the shit right out and get something out of it.
That's why I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? You already, you may, first of all, what you need to be doing is having a conversation with me and asking me Why in the hell am I living a life where this bitch kicks into a hotel room and be like, I'm in charge, and lifts my legs in the air and begins eating my ass? What? That's the conversation. That's the conversation we need to be having. The fuck are you talking? What the fuck are you stopping my boat for?
Oh, I was just, and then she was just like, "Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do it." Wait, what? You could have just left it at I sleep with a married man, but you with so detailed, more details than what I needed to know.
She went to, now I'm eating his ass. Now I'm
Right,
eating his
eating
ass.
nigga ass.
Buying a boat and I'm eating his ass. Like, what the
Right,
fuck?
right.
Dude, listen, I don't never want to eat ass. If eating ass has you so fucked up that you're willing to buy transportation on the sea, I don't want it. I don't never want to do it. Hey, nigga, listen, this ain't a Toyota Corolla. This is a goddamn boat. Whew, I don't never. If I eat an ass and I look at a bitch and be like, you deserve a pontoon. Y'all need to tell me I'm tripping.
Like, what the hell she got in her ass to make you want to buy a boat?
For real. What was in
Right.
that piece of corn that I swallowed while I'm fucking licking your asshole? The fuck?
Right. What is her diet? That's what I need to know. What
Mm-mm.
is her diet? But yeah. Yeah, she heard that motherfucking Sukiyana song and was like, I am seen. I have been seen. She
Right.
speaks to me.
Finally, someone
Right.
knows.
Right. Right. Rap I can get behind. So
I'm just
yeah.
the crazy point is she act like, cause I've seen her act on multiple things,
Hmm.
but she was really on her Orange is the New Black in this scene. Like, I don't know, and that's the only thing I can call it is a scene. It was a fucking scene. Like,
Yeah, it was a scene to behold.
yeah, like and she was acting just like old girl in Orange is the New Black, just zooted out
That's
of
what
her
they were
fucking mind.
saying. That's what they were saying. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild, B. Like, really, ma'am? Like, mm,
I got a
yeah.
rich dope head bitch eating my ass, and you stopped her from buying me a boat, bitch. I am, boy. I'm ready to sign them
Right.
papers, papers. Like, cause you tripping.
Right. Right. Like, I mean, what? Like, why would you stop that? That's my whole thing. Like, yes, I would be upset, my heart to be hurt. I would want to fuck some shit up. However, when I hear that she's gonna be paying like she weigh, I might postpone the ass whooping. You know.
She didn't
So
see. This the thing. She said she eats his ass. She didn't go in and be like, he fucks the dog shit out of me and then I eat his ass. She just like, I've been having an affair with eating his ass. Like,
yeah,
so,
that's the crazy part.
like,
That's the crazy part about it. Yeah.
let's just put this in perspective. Like, it could be a situation where this nigga want his ass eaten and he don't want his wife to do it. He do everything else with his wife, but he got this Orange is the New Black bitch and to eat his ass and buy him a boat. Bitch, you are winning. Why in the fuck would you kill that? Like,
Dude.
listen, it's just Lindsay, if you was in a relationship, a healthy relationship with a man, and this man sit you down and was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I love you to death, and it's something sexually that I like that just probably is perverted. I'm never gonna fuck another bitch. You ain't never got to worry about that. I ain't gonna, know what I'm saying, do that. I ain't gonna bring no kids here, none of that shit. But hey, you know, uh, I know people that know Monique. Uh, she just be wanting to lick my ass, and like she be buying me shit. So like I let her lick my ass, and I let her buy me things. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you that right now. Or you gonna really be like, I think we need to reevaluate this relationship. Y'all have already been together for years.
Yeah, years invested. Um, I mean, it's a hard pill to swallow, but I I'm not gonna physically stop nobody from doing what they want to do. Now, whether I stick around for a while, and I'm not gonna get in the middle of nobody spending no money like that. I'm definitely not gonna get in the middle of that, especially when she's really gonna do it. Because I mean, folks can give empty promises all the time, and folks can lie all the time. Because he could be coming to me talking about, yeah, she gonna buy me a boat, and the bitch ain't said nothing about buying no boat. But I'm not like, if the plan is in motion and I'm finding out about it, I'm not gonna get in between the plan being in motion. The plan can be completed, but
I'd rather
what else
you
is
look me in the
she?
face and be like, you
I
know
mean,
what?
what else is she
You,
paying for?
I don't know.
That'd be my thing. Like, what else is she paying for?
Come on,
She was
man.
just telling us about the boat. She was just telling us about the boat because that plan was like they plan was literally in motion. But
Right.
I wonder what else was she paying for?
A whole lot, and she was paying for a whole lot. Come on, man. You just don't go from licking ass to a boat. You go from licking ass to at least getting
Right.
a nigga a nice pair of Jordans. Like, nigga, you work your way up to a boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm finding out while the plan is in motion, I'm gonna postpone whatever my feelings are so that the plan could be completed. But then I need full details. Like, what has been going on up to this point? Because you're right, you don't just go from licking ass to buying boat. Like, what has been going on thus far? Has she been making my household easier?
She definitely have. You gotta.
You know?
If I was that nigga, I'd be pulling. I'd be like, yeah, go grab that tennis bracelet off of that motherfucker. Yeah, cause she helped buy that. Them nice ass shoes you got in that motherfucker. Remember when you kept on saying you wanted them shoes, and I was like, well, I just have to wait till I get that promotion, and then all of a sudden we got them shoes. Yeah, that's because she was licking my ass. Then I would
Right.
really be I would be
Right.
breaking
Like,
it
I
down.
need I need full disclosure. You know what I'm saying? Because you're 1,000% right. You don't just go from one day licking ass and then you licked it. It tastes so good to you that I just got to buy you a bowl. No, like, what else has been going on? So yeah, I would definitely need full disclosure, and I would need to evaluate the situation because this ain't no normal shit. And this, I did see somebody, I did see somebody on Twitter say like, "Dang, ain't you supposed to be on strike? Why you buying boats?"
And
I
just
was
strike
like,
don't mean my money ain't here.
that is such a great point, though, because the way that the strike is going, the people that they're striking against are saying that they gonna hold out till they lose their houses. So yeah, maybe her house is paid off. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck going on over there. I just know Tara is tripping, but whatever she was tripping on, she came down. She came to her senses, and she did
Mm-hmm.
issue an apology for putting the information on social media, and just talked about how she was just very emotional because of the situation. Pretty much blew up, and um how she got involved with a married man, and how the married man was lying to her saying that he was gonna leave his wife. And yeah, she just pretty much got in her face.
He was gonna
Um,
leave his wife to just get his ass eat all the time
I mean, by a rich lady, like,
by a rich bitch.
right.
That sounds like a baby bar. It's like baby would say, I'm getting my ass ate by this rich bitch. Like that would definitely be a bar from baby.
Oh Lord, not baby. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I would hope he wouldn't. I would hope baby wouldn't say something like that because we're gonna automatically be like Tony Braxton out here eating ass. So yeah, I
Yep,
will
she
hope.
was.
I will hope baby would not say that.
You know what? Why you say that? You know what Tony Braxton was doing? She was getting dick in that
What?
ass, baby.
Oh
She was.
God. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're not going there.
No, he said it.
Ooh,
He said, no, he
I
didn't
don't
say it
want to
about
know
Tony. He didn't say it about Tony, but you know, this man got boys where he say, um, I like to fuck him in the ass while you beat up the pussy. This nigga said that.
that. Yeah, he did say that. But that's in a threesome.
That could be in a. I just want to fuck her in the ass while you know. I don't fuck her. You can hit the pussy all day. I just want to fuck her in the ass. That don't have nothing to do with a threesome. That's just I like to fuck him in the ass while you beat up the pussy.
Wow would be. I would think wow is like at the same time.
I don't think it's at the same time.
Okay.
I think this is a whole. I think this is what this nigga's cup of tea is.
I still don't want to think of the legend Tony Braxton in that manner. But anywho, so
Tilted
yeah.
that ass up and said, "Just be a man about it."
Oh, jeez Louise. But yeah. So that is Taryn Manning. So next up, this has been an ongoing debate that I have seen on social media for a while now. And I'm just like confused on why this is a debate, but curious to know your thoughts. So, um, people like to give their thoughts and opinions on who should pay for meals or how you handle meals when you go out. Not necessarily on a date, but just like when you're out with friends. So you go out for a meal with friends, the check comes. Do you split the check? Do you cover the check? Do you split the check evenly regardless on what people got? How do you handle when you go out to eat with friends?
When I go out to eat with friends, I think it's a one of those things where it pertains on the situation. Like it's not, I can't fault nobody for doing whatever they do because I know it's been situations where you know, say I'm um, I go out to eat and you know it's two other people I'm with. We discussing business. Check comes, I pay for the check.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even think about it. No hesitation. It's also been times where you know I'll go out to eat with a group of folks, and when they ask who's gonna cut the check, or who the check goes to, or do I split the bill? People just split the bill. Like nobody trips off of it. They just split the bill. And then it's
Mm-hmm.
also been times where I've done this. I've recently done this where I went out to dinner with about 7 people, and after we all ate and as soon as the check came, just one random lady out of the whole group was like, "Oh, I'll take the check," and we was like, "Wait a minute, let's split it." She was like, "No, I got it. Don't worry about it. I had a great time." So you know, it's on the individual at the time. It's
Mm-hmm.
not one of those things where you obligated to do anything. Like nigga, if you the nigga that really be like, "Hey man, I paid for the Sprite and I don't." So that's what I'm paying for. My ticket is $3.75. I'm gonna give y'all $5 and call it a day. I ain't even faulting you for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I've seen several different answers. Me personally, I pay for myself. um, Now every now and again, I may pay for whoever I'm with. Um, and then like if it's like me and another friend, and the other friend doesn't eat, they may have a drink. I We ain't gotta split that. I'll take it. Like it ain't that big of a deal. Like stuff like that. But like if it's like two people, and we like having full meals, I'm not necessarily thinking about it like shouldn't I, or anything like that. It's just like whatever I feel when the person comes and asks, is it separate or together? Like sometimes I'll be like, it's separate. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'll take it. You know. Um, and that's the crazy part because like it's been a debate for so long that I didn't even know that was that big of a deal. I remember I saw this one video where everybody at the table put their credit card in a hat and had the waitress pick out the hat, one credit card, and whoever credit card that was the one that paid for the table. I was like, that's cute, but I'm not paying for 15 people. It's just
That's
me.
cute, and it's also unrealistic. Them people did that because they were using it on a business account. So that dinner was a tax write off. So that was anybody could have took their tax write off. That's all it
Yeah.
was. Don't I wish the videos were more transparent, especially on social media, because it puts people in this false sense of reality where they think like, yeah, that's what normal people do when they got money. Nah, I know niggas that got money that don't pay. I got a nigga right now. I'm talking about on God. I know this man got money, man. I want to say you're a millionaire, but I ain't gonna check his pockets like that. But you know what? I've never seen that man do some bullshit like that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Like a lot of people that are well off like that don't have to like put on to let you know that they're well off. And sometimes that's like putting on. Let me get it. Every time I'm gonna get it or whatever, just so I can let y'all know that I got it. You know what I'm saying? But some people are like that. Like they don't put on. It is what it is. Like they don't care about having the flyest shoes, the flyest purse, the flyest car. They don't care about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the reason why they have so much money, because they keep a lot of it, without doing stuff that is just for show. To them,
Yeah,
it's just for show. So, but yeah, the one thing that I'm not necessarily doing is the whole splitting the bill evenly amongst the table. Now that's when I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. And that's whether I have a drink or I have 4 or 5 entrees. I'm gonna pay for me. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Whoever came up with that shit is just a ultimate finesse.
Yeah, yeah. And so, and then of course the person there's gonna be people that may just have like a drink or two. There's gonna be people that may have a whole lot and try and will get over because they know that we're all gonna split the bill evenly.
Yeah, and that's why they doing that. That's why I said this is an ultimate finesse. If if I know
Hmm.
right now, if motherfuckers say, "Hey, let's go out," and hey, we just split the tab. Cool. A lot of niggas is gonna do, especially ultimate finesses, because what they gonna eat, right? And they know whatever they just purchased or quote unquote purchased, nigga, that nigga about to pay half of that shit.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. And that's not cool. That's not cool. So maybe it just depends on who you go out with, on if you'll do things a certain way. Now, let me ask you this, because this actually came up um recently with an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So, on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sheree has a boyfriend, right? And they at the time that this all occurred, they had only been together for probably like 6 months, right? So it was her birthday. She invited several people out, and they went out to eat. Everybody was having a merry old time, right? The check come is $1,500. Her boyfriend covered it. However, he requested for everybody's cash app so that they can send him their portion of the 1,500. And there was a big debate on if he should have covered it or not. Now, do you think that he should have covered it?
Fuck no. Why are we having a debate over this? Why are you niggas arguing? Listen, nigga, it's $1,500 goddamn dollars. Man, I don't give a fuck how rich you are. $1,500 is 1,500 motherfucking dollars. I didn't eat or drink $1,500 worth of shit. Now I'm gonna cover the bill right now because we gonna get the fuck out of here. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go and get the fuck up out of here. And then after that, we discuss what the fuck everybody about to pay me for this 1,500 motherfucking dollars. The fuck are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was a debate.
Either that or I'm gonna just stop fucking with you. And if my bitch got a problem, I ain't been fucking with her that long. I'll cut that bitch off too.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's crazy because like I never would think, like, because it wasn't a party. It was just like a gathering for a birthday at a restaurant. Like, if it was a party, of course, that's one thing. But for us to just go out to eat, I never would think, it never would come to my mind like, oh, well, it's my birthday and my mate got to pay for everybody. But maybe I got to be in a different tax bracket for it to be something on my mind. Because it was like a real life debate. Like, they really thought that her boyfriend was going to cover the meal, and that's just that. And then one of the girls, she do you know who Sonya Richards Ross is? The
No.
Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
Okay, she's on the show too. Her and Sheree actually had a whole debate about this because her husband is Aaron Ross, the former NFL player. He was there as well, and she said in their debate that her husband was just gonna cover it, but then he found out it was already paid, and Sheree was just like, why would um why would Ross think that, or why would Ross want another man to pay for his meal and blah blah blah? And it was like, huh? So
Yeah,
it
see,
was a
we're
big
not gonna get. That's the thing. This is not understand about and that type of caliber, um, because if everybody is supposed to be well off and established, don't nobody give a fuck about a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody gave the fact that we are arguing about this. Know that everybody fucking knows what 1,500 motherfucking dollars is, and people need to start anteing up.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they sitting there saying, "Why would your man want somebody to pay?" Or my man was gonna cover it, but man, come on, y'all having this conversation because y'all know what the fuck $1,500 is.
Right.
Some of y'all $1,500 is
It
y'all mortgage.
yeah.
You put a
True.
mortgage payment down on a night, bitch. You got me
Yeah.
fucked up. Somebody gonna give me something. I'm gonna at least get $400.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Ace Cardi is watching. She says, hey, happy Saturday, happy Saturday.
What up, Ace? Happy Saturday.
So yeah, it was, and I mean that's just like the most recent debate about it, but it's been an ongoing social media debate for years. So it's just crazy. I'm just like it's wild.
I just don't understand why. I mean, think about it. A well off person, like an individual that's well off, financially stable, $1,500
Hmm.
to feed them for a month. We
Yeah,
talking about one night here. We
right.
talking about one night here with a bunch of motherfuckers I don't even know.
Yeah, basically, like yeah, he don't know the majority of them, and it was just a gathering. It wasn't a party or anything like that. They were just at a restaurant together. Now he most definitely should have paid for Sheree, but the rest of y'all, nah. So
I
I
ain't
don't
doing
know.
that shit.
Yeah, yeah. And then I heard that like some of these restaurants don't even split checks for you, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to very high end restaurants because every restaurant I've been to don't have a problem with splitting the check.
That's what I was
So
about to say. Man, well, shit. I ain't privy to those type of places. Cause let me go to those type of places and have a drinks come and all that shit, and then the bill hit me, and that bill's like $900, and I'm like, yeah, we gonna split this by three, and we don't do that, sir. I'm
mhm.
gonna be like, I don't. Y'all got an ATM? Because I'm about to get my half out right now.
Right. I'm gonna pay for mine at the end of the day, whether you split the check or not. I'm giving you
Right.
what I paid for.
Either, either way it go, nigga. I'm to tell you to keep the change for the tip. I'm not, nigga. I don't know what the
Right,
fuck is going on.
right. So, Ace Cardia asked, "What are we talking about today?" So, currently, what we're talking about is basically who, when you go out to meal with friends, how do you handle the check? Do you pay for it all? Do you split it amongst everybody there, or do you tell the waitress to split the checks and you only paying for yourself? So that's basically what we're talking about right now. So yeah. But yeah, so it's been an ongoing online debate, and just do whatever, basically do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Like if you want to pay for the table, pay for the table. If you don't want to pay for the table, just pay for yourself. Pay for yourself. I'm just like I said, I'm just not down with splitting the table evenly and everybody paying a equal amount. No, I'm gonna pay for me. If we splitting shit up, I'm paying for me. So, but yeah, so um now because did you want to still go through one of Magoo's songs?
um, what did
Yeah.
I pull
So
up?
Ace Party says, I'm a split the check, girl, in this economy. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's whatever people want to do. My thing is, listen, if it goes to a situation where you know, I flip a check and then I tell niggas give me y'all cash app and y'all just hit me and we have a whole problem, then I'm gonna stop dealing with you. So you know what I'm saying? If that $1,500 is gonna cost you, um, me hanging out with you, that's cool. I'm an introvert anyway. I don't like a bunch of people, and I just had to pay. This a lesson that I learned that I had to pay to make sure that you got the fuck away from me for real.
Yeah. 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 I agree. So yeah, we don't have to do his lyrics. So I don't have any final thoughts. So what's Jerry's final thoughts?
Ooh, A Be Kind Rewind. Nah,
Which that's a cool movie, by the way.
I mean, I've never seen the movie. I just remember
You have
Blockbuster always
it?
having those t-shirts.
Yeah, it's a movie. It got most definite.
Mm, I'm gonna have to watch it then.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but no, I guess I mean my final thoughts about it. I mean, we've through this show, man, we've mourned a man. We and on top of that, we talked about a man's flaws. We also seen a man or seen a man going through legal troubles because of the person that he is, and we also seen a person getting taken advantage of because of the person that they is. So I guess my final thoughts is, man, that to to stay strapped. You know, I always take care of that number one star player. Which, like, you got to know that whatever cup of tea you is, everybody ain't gonna like it, and some people will take advantage of it, and some people just might not even fuck with it in general. But at the end of the day, your cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
So take care of your cup of tea, man. Make sure it's make sure it stay warm and make sure it got honey in it. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
All right. Thank you for that. So, this is episode 90 of the Ish We Talk. And we will see you guys for episode 91. Bye.
Exactly.